Let's get to some more dumb topics. Our next topic is our no dumb questions section.
Just dumb people.
No dumb questions, just dumb people. Yeah, this is our fun segment where we try to answer some of the not dumb questions that you guys may have out there. This week, it's from Chad Masters. So Chad says, I have a friend who adamantly says that head coaches that do not call plays don't matter during the actual games. We all try to reason with him, but he doesn't listen. So his question is, for no dumb questions, do head coaches that don't call plays matter during games? You want to start it off, Trev?
100%. I mean, there's clock management, game management decisions that somebody has to make, and that somebody usually has 51% of what's going on the field and what's going on in a team's, locker room, huddle. Outside of the play calling, there's so much more that a head coach needs to do on game days. Even if it's an offensive coach that does call plays, he's got to understand what's going on the defensive side at all times. You know what I mean? You can't. You have to know when to challenge, when not to challenge. The certain rules that are happening, especially in like situational football, late in games, late in the half. There's just so much that goes into being a head coach outside of just offensive, defensive play calling. That's for damn sure.
No doubt, especially as you become more aware of like the different situational decisions that have to happen. I actually think it's really nice to have a coach whose sole job is to really like narrow in on these like specific situations that only come up, once a season, if that. Yeah. And I kind of like it when the coach doesn't call plays. They're more involved with the team. They're more in the moment. They're more managerial and kind of like they communicate more. I feel like calling plays is hard. You're like in it. You're trying to figure out what you're going to do the next series when you're not calling them. There's constantly, you're busy trying to figure out what you're going to try and do next to the defense or vice versa. So I actually think, a lot of the best head coaches out there don't call plays. And now most of them have done it at some point. Yeah. And I think it's good to have at some point have coached and called plays, but does the head coach need to do that? I don't think he does. I actually think sometimes it winds up better, just like you do, Trev. I mean, there's a good reason. I mean, not all good play callers make good head coaches. Matter of fact, there's a lot of good play callers and good offensive or defensive minds that are not good head coaches. Yeah. The bigger part of that job is, being a
leader.
Yeah, being able to lead, being able to manage, being able to communicate, being able to keep everybody going in the right direction, situational ball, all those things are more meaningful than calling plays. So, yeah, Andy doesn't call plays anymore, right? EB calls the plays now, right?
No, Andy's, from my understanding, Coach Reed is still calling the play.
Oh, really?
Because there's times where I'll come off, I'll get tired, and I'll come off the field, and he'll look at me, and he's like, this is your play. Why are you off the field?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
but he knows what's being called. Even when he's not calling the plays, he knows what's being called.
Yeah, but when a guy looks at you, like he's definitely the one that's calling it.
I got you. We both agree with you, Chad. Your friend is really dumb.
He's a dummy.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's mean. Your friend's incorrect.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no dummies out here.
Do you think this is a made-up friend?
Do I think this is a made-up friend?
Do you think Chad just wants to know the answer to this, and he's just making it sound like, hey, this isn't really – I don't think this, but he kind of really does. So he's made up his friend, kind of like when you're trying to talk to a girl that you're a little nervous about, like, oh, my friend thinks you're really cute.
Chad, if you're pulling one on us, man.
Chad, don't be afraid. Just ask the question. If that's what you want to know, just ask aboard.